Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, what's up? My name is Caitlin, and today we're going to be doing a little tag that's been going around YouTube, and that is the if I could only keep 10 eyeshadow palette tag. Like, I don't want to do this for like all products. I don't really have like 10 concealers or anything like that, but maybe like 10 lipsticks, that kind of thing. Let me know if you guys would be into that, but I have my 10 here. These are not in any like particular order, but I am going to just show you them, talk about them a little bit, and that's it. So let's go ahead and dive in. The first one that is on my list is the Alamar Cosmetics Reina de DKQRPA. I don't speak Spanish, so I don't know. This is volume 1. Volume 2 also looks beautiful, but I don't own it. It is a 8-pan palette. There's not a lot of shadows in here, but the ones that are in here are great. I love this. I got it in a BoxyCharm like a year ago probably. And honestly, when I first got it, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to, that's so pretty, do a look with these, but it's a great accent palette, and I also can get a few different looks out of just this palette. But I just love the formulation of them. The metallics are so metallic and so pretty, and the mattes are just like creamy and beautiful, and they last all day. So, and they're like kind of hard to get off. That's how good they are. So highly recommend this palette and all of the ones I'm going to talk about today. So here's my first one. Next one is actually the one I'm wearing on my eyes today, which is not like super mind-blowing by any means, but I just went to work, so I was like, well, there's something simple. But this is the chocolate bar, the chocolate gold bar. Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette. The thing about this palette is it only has 4 mattes. It's got like a chocolate color, a transition shade, which this is my favorite transition shade color of all time. I love it so much. A like a like a matte white shade to set the lid, and then a black here. So not a lot of matte shades in here, but you can still, of course, get a look. I mean, that's all I'm wearing on my eyes today is that. So I highly recommend this one. I love it. The metallics in here are just like amazing. I like the other Too Faced palettes. Like they're, oh, look at that silver. Like, come on. So pretty. I actually forget how much I love this palette because it gets kind of lost in my collection until I'm like, what am I going to do today? And I see this palette, I'm just like, yes, that's what I want. Again, not really coming off. But the metallics in here are just unreal. They are the best metallics I've ever tried, hands down. And I like the other Too Faced chocolate bar palettes, but this one is just like next level. So if you were like going back and forth between those thinking you want to get one, that's the one I would say get. Excuse me. Okay, and next we have this guy. I have a couple of the Anastasia palettes, but this is my favorite one. This one gets like a lot of flack. This is the Subculture. But I love this. This electric shade is like one of my favorite shades of all time. It's so nice. And I don't really have difficulties using this palette. Like, I know a lot of people were saying that they were hard to work with. I don't really think they are. Like, I think they blend out really nicely. I think they're easy to use. That's the electric shade. It's so cool. It's so pretty. My cat. And I just really like this palette. I think it's nice. You can get several looks out of it. It's not like a basic palette, but yet you can still get some basic looks out of here. You can also do some like colorful looks, and you could do some like nighttime smoky looks too. So I think it's a very versatile palette. I really like it, so I recommend. Next one, this is not really the palette itself I'm recommending, I guess, but the brand. This is the only one I have though. I do really like this palette. I just don't, like, the color story is kind of eh. But I think this is a great like neutral palette, and then you get like 2 pops of color here. So it's definitely great for that. But she has other palettes that I like the color story more of, but her formula is just so good. This is the Dominique Cosmetics Latte palette. Latte 2 is releasing soon, and I'm super excited for it. I definitely will be picking it up. But here are the shades. The metallics in here are great, but I think the like standout for her is her mattes. They are super creamy, super easy to use. They last a long time, and they're super buttery, and they just blend out so easily, and they're like really pigmented too. So it's like one swipe coverage. So I really like it. Like, these videos are so funny to me because I'm just like, I like this a lot. But that's what this video is me telling you what I like. So I like this. And also, these are all palettes that you can still get. Like, I didn't want to include any that were like limited edition that you can't get anymore, but these you can all get. Some of them might be like sold out currently, but they will be back. Next is this guy. This is a BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. My cat. This is what it looks like. It's super pretty, super colorful. I think this is like the most colorful palette that I included, but I really like this. It's very affordable. I think this is like the only, okay, there's like two that I put in here that are not like high end. I just really like, this is a great palette. It's super colorful, lots of different looks you can get out of this. Super fun for the summertime, and I really like it. It's like high quality, low price kind of thing. And there's how many shades? 2, 4, 5. There's 20 shades in here, so you definitely get a good bang for your buck. I think this was $18, so that's less than $1 a shade. And they work super well. They blend very easily. A lot of times, like cheaper palettes or like lower end palettes, I feel like the colors kind of like run together or kind of blend into one. And I don't have the issue with this palette, so I really like it. And I just think there's so many colorful looks you can do in here. And if you're somebody who's like, I only do neutral looks, you can still get one out of here. Like there's this here, a gold, this champagne-y color. There are still some shades that you could get out of here, but this is definitely for the more adventurous color people, but I like that one. If you are on the opposite side and you want the more like basic palette, this one's great. I am not somebody who's like, I need every neutral palette ever because I don't really do neutral looks, as I'm wearing one. But if I want a neutral look, this is the palette that I am going to want to reach for. It's so good. First of all, high quality packaging. Like, it's just heavy and weighted and really pretty. This is the Tati Beauty Texture Neutrals Volume 1, by the way, if I didn't say that. And here is what it looks like. It's so pretty. You get like some purples, some creams, a nice brown color, some oranges. Well, this is like a tan beige color. Then you get a brown and a black smoky look. You can get so many looks out of here, but they're all like pretty neutral. The glitters are definitely glitters. You do need to probably use a glitter glue with them. But I like this because you get a matte, a shimmer, a metallic, and a glitter all in one, and they're all in the same color family. So you could do like a very cohesive monochromatic look, or you can mix and match and still get something beautiful. And these glitters are amazing. And look how much is still left on my fingers. Like, I could do like so many more swatches with that left over from that one dip in the pan. So they're highly pigmented, blend super easily, so easy to use. This is a very like beginner friendly palette if you're just like starting out or you want something that's like neutral and easy to use. This is a great palette, and I really like it. This is top 3 for sure of my favorite palettes. I cannot get it off my hands. These makeup wipes suck, but still, like, glitter is hard to remove from your hand. And you can use it without a glitter glue. Like, I've used it before without one, but it's definitely better if you use it with one just because it lasts longer and I feel like it doesn't fall out quite as much. But it is a pressed glitter, so it is going to have some fallout. But next, I like this one. Okay, so the next 3, 4, you're gonna see my obsession come through, but I love Lunar Beauty shadows. I think they are some of the best, obviously, and I have 4 of his palettes to talk about. I have all 5, but the Greek Goddess is the one I didn't include. I still love the Greek Goddess. It's still a great palette, but if I was going to be like, these are the ones I can't live without, I don't think I would include it. So, but this one, Life's a Drag, is great because it is the perfect mixture of colorful and basic. I adore it. It's so good. This was his first palette. I love this. I love doing like an all matte colorful look with these colorful shades, but I also like the metallics, and I also like the neutral looks. Like, I have done a full-on matte colorful eye look with this palette before. So pretty. And I've done a full neutral look with this palette before. Again, there's still a lot left over. And yellow shadows are hard to formulate. Like, I mean, I guess I don't really know, like I don't formulate my own shadows, but it seems like yellow eyeshadows are hard to formulate, like based on the palettes that I've tried before that have yellow shadows. I always feel like those are usually the ones in the palette that don't do as well as the other ones. And this yellow is phenomenal. Like, I did a look for Pride Month where I used like a rainbow eye, and I used this palette for that. And I used some other shades too, because like this doesn't have like an orange, but the yellow in here, great. Like, I think it's worth it just for that shade alone. You do only get 2 metallics, but they are beautiful metallics in here, so like this one a lot. Next, which is my favorite palette from Lunar Beauty, is this one. This is the Strawberry Dream palette. Oh, I guess I only have 3. So he has 4 palettes and I have all 4, but I only included 3. There we go. This is the Strawberry Dream palette. It is so beautiful, and like his packaging is just out of this world. No pun intended, but so pretty. And then these are the shades you get in here. You have like some nice blues, some nice purples, this yellow, and some red tones. And then this shade here called Blue Diamonds is my favorite eyeshadow in the whole world. It is so pretty. I love it so much. Let's swatch a couple here. Ooh. Just like that, it would be a pretty combination, I think. This Blue Diamond shade is such a unique shade because like it looks blue and then it looks white and then it looks pink, and it's so pretty. You can use this like all over the eyes, or you could even put it over top of like this blue shade here, or any shade for that matter, and it'll just pull like different over every shade that you put it over. I have blue on that finger now. Let me try to, yeah, so like it just changes everything. It's like a transformer shade, and it's so amazing. I love it so much. I really hope that at some point in life he releases single shadows, and that's one of them, because I'll purchase like 20. It's so good. Like, I don't have anything else like that. I mean, you can pull these shades and you can be like, yeah, I have a gold somewhere else. I have these blues somewhere else. Maybe not this red. I don't think I have anything like that either. Yeah, it's so pretty. But the Blue Diamond shade, I don't have anything else like. I've never seen anything else like. So it's great. It's a really good palette. This is top 3 as well. This one, the Tati one, and the one I'll talk about last are my top 3 favorite eyeshadow palettes. So there's that. And the last one from Lunar Beauty is the Moonspell palette. I love the packaging. Again, his packaging is just like top notch. But the one thing about this palette I don't love is the way it smells. I don't know if it's the cardboard or the actual shadows that smell. I think it's the cardboard though. But it just smells like medicine, and it's so weird and I hate it. But the colors in here are great. My favorite color is green. My favorite eyeshadow color to wear is purple. So this palette is like totally up my alley, because you get a row of purples, a row of greens, and then a row of like, and then a row of like neutral tones, like browns. And then it's all based on witches, which Kiki is in here, which is from Kiki's Delivery Service, which I will always have a special place in my heart for, because I had a cat named Kiki who was named after that movie, who I like grew up with. So everything in Kiki's Delivery Service, I'm like, I need all of it. But again, it's just the same great formula. It's super pretty, super nice, super pigmented, super blendable. All the good things that you want an eyeshadow to be, this formula is. So I don't have enough good things to say about Lunar Beauty. Their liquid lips are not my favorite, but their highlights are amazing and their shadows are amazing. I think that's all he has. I like the lip glosses a lot, but the liquid lips are not my favorite liquid lips in the world, just because they don't dry down completely. So if you like that, you'll love them. I still like them, but they're not like my go-tos. Okay, and the last palette, which I always say is my favorite eyeshadow palette. I really like the other ones too, but this one will always be probably my favorite palette. This is the Morphe Jaclyn Hill palette. This is my go-to palette. It's filthy. Anytime I'm not feeling creative or I don't know what I want to do, this is the palette I turn to, just because it has everything. Like, it's got a bunch of neutrals. It's got reds for your your like cranberry looks. It's got some deep brown shades. It's got some greens. I love this color, a purple, a blue. So I love this palette. I wore this on my wedding day, so that definitely says something about it. It's a super nice palette, you guys. And it's really nice because it's like versatile too. Like I've contoured with these shades before. I've used these for a highlighter all the time. You could even do, maybe you could do a blush shade. You could do like a blush topper with this shade in here, but I use this palette for everything. Like the pan sizes are not huge, but they're big enough that you can do that with. Same with the Dominique Cosmetics one. I know she designed it so that you could do that, but this is my go-to palette. Like it just always has been and it always will be, I think. So it's my favorite and I really, really like it. Super blendable, super pigmented, all the good things. So yeah, that's my 10, you guys. Let me know down below what your 10 are, or if these are in, any of the ones that I said today are in your top 10. And also let me know if you guys want to see like a top 10 liquid lipstick, whatever, palette, no, not palette, video, and I will do it because I think these are fun and I'm intrigued to see what everybody else's is. So that's everything I have for you guys today. Don't forget to like this video before you go. Subscribe to my channel so you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.